Hello, and welcome to the Wonky Gamer, episode 48, Webslinging Cyber Owls. Try saying that seriously and not feel like a dick. I'm Stef, and here is Rammy.
Hello.
And the other one is Dead. Over there.
Hi.
Cool. Yeah, what's happening in the world of gaming? God knows. Lots of stuff. Anthem. I don't care about Anthem, but we're going to talk about Anthem because other people do, because they're lame.
I'm excited. I want to play Anthem.
It's
So,
Iron Man on Destiny.
Yeah.
sounds shit on just about every level. I like Iron Man.
And FIFA is better.
And you play that for the story?
Well, bearing in mind, BioWare had a hand in FIFA. They helped do some of the story, interestingly, because they used their conversation wheel.
Yep. It's just FIFA is known for its storyline.
My God.
The journey's awesome, man.
Nope.
Great.
Absolutely not.
Can't knock it till you tried it.
Can and will.
Can, but you can't.
I can. I'm doing it right now.
Moving on from FIFA, Anthem is
Yeah.
going to have free story DLC. God, EA are really pretending to push out all the stops at the moment. It's great.
Yeah, well, it's just that there's going to be more story coming once it releases, and they're not going to charge you for that extra 10 minutes like Destiny does. So bitter.
Yeah, they're just going to charge you for XP boosts and loot boxes and
Well, I don't need to do that. I can just play the
fancy
game and
clothing.
earn them slowly. I don't care how shit my character
we
looks.
used to.
It's going to have a battle royale mode, no doubt, as well. Anthem battle.
Everything's got a battle royale mode.
It's getting dull. It's getting boring. Let's go back to MOBAs.
So is FIFA.
No, but
Also-
the thing is with battle royale. I think at the moment, it's fairly obvious Fortnite have won the game. Stop
Yeah.
copying it and move on. Let everyone play Fortnite and come up with something new and interesting. Because some of us think Fortnite's fucking boring. I am in the minority in this group.
Because you're
But-
playing the wrong
Well-
side of Fortnite.
Yeah, there's two sides to Fortnite. There's the Battle Royale, which is just awful, and then there's Save the World, which is a load of fun.
Yeah, I don't know. Moving on, Anthem. The topic was Anthem. We'll talk about Fortnite later. You've got your little slot to talk about fucking Fortnite. Okay. You'll have your moment, your shining moment. Anthem. So yeah, free story DLC. Wow, good job.
Also, they've announced the beta, which is sometime at the start of February, possibly February the 3rd, but I can't remember. And I can't find the
you
news
have to
article I
pre-order the
saw it on.
game to get into the beta. But
Yeah.
Yeah,
to
it'll cost you a
pre-order.
fiver and you don't have to commit to it.
Or be part of EA Origins or some other club that you pay money for.
It's like Xbox Access, but for EA games.
Yeah,
so
that.
you might as well do that than pre-order it.
Yeah, but
I'd
you got to
reckon.
pay for it. Why would you pay for that?
Because you'd pay the same price for Origin Access probably as pre-ordering.
Yeah, but
The
that's
pre-order,
they're gonna
you are
charge
not. You're not tied to the pre-order. That is just literally, here's a fiver, I might buy the game.
Yeah, but my point is that why not get a load of free games to play on Origin?
because they're EA
Fiverr.
games.
Some of them are alright. You can play Dungeon Keeper too.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah, I
bullfrog game.
suppose. Yeah, but they gave
Owned
that
by
away
EA.
for free.
Yeah, you can play Mass Effect Andromeda.
Why?
They got some stuff on there. I mean, it's not all bad. Let's have a look. Play FIFA.
Wow,
Yeah.
I'm sold. Can't
There
wait
you go.
for
You
that
play
hard-hitting
Battlefield
story
1.
about millionaires running around in their pants. Hooray!
Here you go. You can play Battlefield 1, 3, 4, Bad Company 2, Battlefield.
Just not allowed to play
Hardware.
Battlefield 2, you know.
You can play Bejeweled 2 and 3.
Like Highlander 2.
Wow.
Dead Space series, Dragon Age Origins is pretty sick. The original Dragon Age. Dragon Age Inquisition.
Yeah, but I bought that. Why would I pay for
all the Mass
Origins?
Effect games. You can play all the Mass Effect.
I've got all the Mass Effect games in the house.
I own them all, bar
NBA
Androm.
Live 16.
Would rather punch myself in the balls.
Need for
Nope.
Speed.
No.
I've got Forza.
Oh, they've got Skate 3 on PC. What?
Yay!
That's a good game. Skate's awesome.
Yeah.
Start
Well,
with
like in the
Battlefront.
90s.
Plus all DLC expansions. Why would you not?
Because I bought it for my son and I can play his.
They also have the Banner Saga, Batman Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, Arkham Origins,
I've got all 3.
Burnout
Yeah.
Paradise
Arkham Knight.
Remastered, Command and Conquer the Ultimate
Got that.
Collection.
Well, now that's almost tempting, but I'm not going to pay a monthly fee to play Command and Conquer.
I've got most of the Command and Conquers, including like the 10-year anniversary edition.
Dungeon Keeper 1 and 2,
Got it on disc.
FIFA 15, 16, 17,
Would rather punch myself in the balls.
Jade Empire, classic.
Oh, now that is good. I'll give
Probably
you that.
got a copy.
But that was BioWare, Steph.
Oxenfree, you could play Oxenfree.
They gave it away on Xbox.
Populous 1 and 2.
Oh, classics. But again, Bullfrog.
The Saboteur, that's a nice game. It's not bad.
Rings a bell, but I can't think why.
It's
No.
like GTA, but World War II.
Yeah, no, don't care.
Sims 4 Digital Deluxe Edition. I'm sorry.
Punch myself in the balls.
Bought it for my daughter. I can play hers.
Wing Commander 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nope.
Okay.
Anyway, moving on.
Next. Oh, back. But
back
yeah,
to Anthem,
if you've
yeah.
got that, you can then get into the beta, or you can pre-order it and get into the beta. But even before that happens, they have said they will be doing other alphas and betas. So at some point,
There'll be a global
Xbox
open.
Insiders play it for free. So yeah, don't spend any money.
They'll do a global beta for stress testing on servers to make sure that they can handle the workload. They always do. Everyone thinks, "Oh, I'm playing the beta. I'm getting a special sneak preview." No, you're just helping them stress test their servers. That's
So
what
I
beta
haven't
testing
thought-
is for.
I haven't thought of betas like that for about 10 years. They used to be awesome betas. They used to actually...
Yeah.
Yeah, it
And-
used to be you get to play the game early. Here you go.
Yeah.
Here's a level or 2.
Yeah, you used to
But
actually
now-
have to contribute. They used to change stuff based on
Now
what it
Now it's primarily stress testing server loads because
And
they're all
games used to
multiplayer games.
release demos. I remember buying
I remember
magazines with
demos.
discs on the front
That was
just to
cool.
play the demos. That was awesome.
It also meant you could try 15 different games and work out which ones were worth buying.
Exactly, but everyone knows no one cares about enough to make a good game anymore, so they just don't release demos to avoid disappointment.
Well, that's what a beta is. It's basically a demo, but it's an internal process for testing the game and the stress on the servers.
We've also
Sorry,
got...
So bitter today.
we've got a bit more on Anthem as well. Like, BioWare have come out to try and calm fans like me, or ex-fans of BioWare, going, Anthem is meant to be an evolution of our old-school RPGs.
It's so not.
Supposedly it is, but I'm guessing they probably have paid a lot of attention to the
Backlash?
well, well, I think they will have story in it. Don't get me wrong. I think they probably will have like a story about generic Iron Man in generic world that looks pretty but has no soul. But
Has no soul.
I mean, it does look very nice. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know. But anyway, apparently they're working on that. But if you can't have sex with an alien,
What's
whose
the point?
Gender is,
Is that the only thing that's putting you
difficult
off?
to
That you
define.
can't have
I mean,
sex with an alien?
What's the point, really?
You can't have sex with androgynous aliens, so you're not interested.
People.
How do you
everyone
know
played
that?
BioWare games for the David Bowie fantasy, didn't they? Really?
No.
But
No.
no, I'm being
No.
sarcastic.
That might just have been you.
Just you.
Just me.
Yeah.
Moving on to Battlefield 5.
Quickly. Moving
V.
on.
Battlefield V.
We got aliens in this one, have we?
Probably you can buy an alien skin for $20. No doubt. I bet you can, because it's World War II and there were definitely aliens in World War II.
Oh, I just said Battlefield V. I just expected lizard man aliens.
Yeah.
Yes.
That might actually have been a better game than whatever 5 will be.
So we'll give a bit of history on 5. So, bit of history on 5 is that they released a trailer, got very downvoted because basically the trailer had a female protagonist in World War II who was like disabled. She had like a claw for a hand. A lot of people got a bit upset because EA had said it was going to be historically accurate, and
probably fine.
It's unlikely you're going to have a woman leading a group of people on the front lines. Especially, it would be very unlikely, if not impossible.
Probably bullshit.
What? Are you saying they didn't have badass female cyborgs in World War II?
They didn't. What they did have...
I think it's probably highly likely that there was someone fighting the war who had her hand blown off by a grenade that had a fucking claw replacement and still continued to fight. I think it's quite probable.
With a machine gun. Able to hold the machine gun with her metal claw.
It's entirely possible.
You couldn't shoot a machine gun with a metal claw.
Well, maybe you couldn't.
No.
If you modified the machine gun to put the trigger on the front
It's not modified in the trailer, but anyway.
It's quite.
Look, shut up here.
I could pull a trigger with a claw.
Anyway.
You hold the front of the gun and you pull the claw backwards to pull the trigger. Therefore pulling the trigger and making it shoot.
No, I'd use my claw to clamp the front and pull my trigger with my actual trigger finger.
Jesus Christ, these people need to get a fucking life.
So, anyway...
but everything makes me butt hurt. Meh, stuff.
But the what happened was that the guy, something Soderlund, like, he came out and basically said... you're on the wrong side of history. We're very pro-diversity, and anyone that is criticising the game being like 50% women is uneducated and doesn't know anything about World War II. Which didn't go down very well. So pre-orders were 85% behind Call of Duty.
Yeah, but that's because Call of Duty's got a Battle Royale mode.
Well, so is Battlefield 5. So, but God. I also think
just why?
I think it's fair to say that part of the problem as well with this is that you're not very clever to release Battlefield 5 in between Call of Duty and Red Dead Redemption. So, EA are running scared and have delayed it until November.
And well.
The CEO appears to have left the company after pissing off the majority of the fans, or 50% of the fans, probably.
Maybe it's just a massive trolling effort. He knew he was going to go, and he thought, right, I'm going to fucking do him.
I think the problem is EA got really messed up on Star Wars Battlefront, and they're trying to show they've got some kind of moral compass now by...
Well, they don't.
Being all pro-diversity, but...
Yeah, that's veneer.
I mean, I think the thing is that you can understand why, with the history of Battlefield being supposedly like focusing on realistic war, and a lot of their games, when they do depict past wars, they try and stick to history. You can see why perhaps some people will be upset if everyone's going to be running around in a World War II game buying cosmetics that make them not look like soldiers, and half of them are women, and it doesn't really fit the theme of World War II.
Nope.
And especially when they're the way that
women played a very large part in winning World War II. It wasn't just the troops, and there were female troops involved in the World War.
There was a Russian sniper group.
I'm sure there were quite large.
Kind of stuff,
I'm sure there were loads of them, but
not on the front
whenever
lines.
you go to any of these like parades and see all the veterans and the poppies and stuff, you don't see any women in the uniforms and the wheelchairs sat around the memorials.
It's because 99.9% reoccurring people in the war on the front lines were men.
Yeah, but just because the main character is female doesn't mean that all the other characters are going to be female.
Yeah,
it doesn't, but in the online mode, it's going to be, which is the game.
That's the online mode.
Uh,
If you go and play bloody
what?
anything online, you will find that there will be a majority of female characters of one specific race, which would be completely stupid, or one particular class.
I suppose
running around as Fortnite, I see more characters that are female and the Pathfinder class than I see of anything else.
But Fortnite isn't set in World War II.
It doesn't give a fuck. It doesn't matter. It's an online mode. Online mode is down to the player to choose what they want to be represented as. That is nothing to do with history. Just because it's got a historical setting, it's a multiplayer game.
Yeah, but
if it was a multiplayer game that's historical, then maybe they would cap.
It's set in
you could
World
only
War
have so
II,
many
so
women.
I think the problem people have is that in terms of history and what the people that died fought for, I think some people are of the opinion that if you want to do an alternate history World War II game, then call it that and don't say it's a realistic, historically accurate game, because
no game is historically accurate. World War II, Call of Duty World War I or World War II, whatever the fuck it was supposed to be historically accurate. It's been taken from historical settings.
I am just offering the perspective of the people that much more, like, that there were more people that downvoted the trailer than voted it positively. So
how much of that was people just going, oh, it's getting bad votes, let's just add another one. Oh, that'll be funny.
I don't know, man. I mean, I think probably, like, you know, in terms of, in the past, World War II in most games was treated with a level of historical respect because of the people that died.
It's World War II.
So I think that's why people are upset, because I think in a society where men are told that by the very nature of being male, they're potential rapists, their toxic masculinity, all that kind of stuff. It's one of the few things that men can say, well, actually, we were good at something, and we actually did something good as a gender.
Killing each other.
World War II. We stopped the Nazis taking over, I suppose. That's probably the...
Fucking hell. That's men's one saving grace. We're pretty good at killing each other. Oh,
probably.
Well, men are screwed.
They are screwed.
Absolutely useless. Good for nothing.
We're just going to be sperm donors in the future.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's the kind of back and forth. It's quite good that Dead's sort of arguing one point, I'm arguing the other. I mean, I'm very kind of like, not sure how I feel about this. I do feel it's a little bit odd, the direction they've taken. But it's not the end of the world.
They've decided to give the people that did a lot of the other work that wasn't really documented a voice.
Probably not. It is EA.
I think the problem is I just think that they've misjudged their market a bit, because obviously World War II tends to appeal to that Band of Brothers concept. You know, it's a bit like it's a bit like having a I don't know, man. It's
a boys' club, basically. Oh, we all play Call of Duty together. Oh, we like this one. Well,
no, I'm just saying that 7% of if you look at players of first-person shooters, 7% are women. So it's not really
what 7?
Market. So 7%.
Did you say 7?
7%. So the market isn't like, and if you're doing World War II, you probably, you know, I mean, I don't know. I'm just talking from a sales point on that point. Women, I think the order is women tend to be more interested in the very obvious stuff like farming games and all that kind of stuff, and The Sims, but also after that it tends to be JRPGs, I think, some more heavily story-based stuff, and then it goes down from there, kind of thing.
I know plenty of players that play Warcraft. I know plenty of female players that play
as well.
Overwatch.
Yeah.
Well,
Christ, one of the best players for Overwatch in the world, it was a 14-year-old girl who got banned because she was so good and everyone thought she was cheating. So they took her to Blizzard HQ, sat her down and made her prove that she was that good, at which point they went, yeah, we best unban this person because she's not cheating.
Oh, they did unban her then.
Give her a job.
I think the thing is, it's one of those political things. I think the problem is with a lot of this is that at the moment in society, politics has become a big thing, and it's come into games a hell of a lot. And I think a lot.
It's mostly bullshit.
You know who I blame?
I think a lot of people are kicking back on it because they play games basically to escape politics, and when it feels like companies making a political statement, it riles people up on both sides of the spectrum, I think. So
you know whose fault it is, though, really, Stef, don't you?
Whose?
The patriarchy.
Oh man, let's not get started on politics, because I'm gonna hold my tongue on this one.
Why can't we all just get along?
All I'm gonna say is I am very much pro equality of opportunity.
Yep. Next.
That's it. I think everyone should have the same chances. So Battlefield 5, there you go.
Except 12-year-olds playing against me on Fortnite on Battle Royale. Not that I play it. They shouldn't be given any chances because they're better than me.
Indeed. Cyberpunk 2077.
Woohoo! Woo!
So we all watched this trailer.
Oh yes.
I don't know if Ded did. Did you see it?
Awesome.
A large chunk of it.
Looks amazing.
Looks absolutely epic. So good. Hey, and there you go, Steph. It's got plenty of sex in it for you.
Exactly.
With droids.
Probably.
Well, they got in some trouble as well with politics, I think, recently.
Did they? What?
Yeah. What was it? I don't know. Can't remember what it was now. Don't know. I can't find it.
Well.
But anyway, the trailer, I will find it as we go along.
Were you not really excited about this stuff?
I was. I don't. What can I say about it? I think I don't having. Although it was a really long trailer, I felt it focused. It did do story a bit, and that looked interesting.
Yeah.
But I don't like. I didn't get enough context for how it start. You know where you start off and what it's all about. But
well,
the gameplay, like the bits of story, seemed really cool. It seemed like Deus Ex, but open world, sort of.
Yeah, and
I mean,
look how many
clever.
people were in the city and stuff, and the different options and context-sensitive conversations. So, I'll just look at their gun and I'll start something with that instead. They were talking. I saw a developer interview afterwards. That wasn't just the gameplay, and it was them talking about a bit more in depth about how things will be. And they said, yes, of course, the demo was very action packed, but you could do a load of it without having to sort of tip into that much combat. And there were things like you can, as you're looking around and speaking to someone, you can notice the tattoo and bring that into the conversation, and just other bits and bobs you notice on the screen or on them, and it sounds totally full of stuff to do.
Well, the gameplay looks unbelievable, like the combat.
Phenomenal, doesn't it?
Because the things, like they had bullets you can ricochet off walls into people, which was really clever, and they had like a homing bullets as well, and they had all sorts of stuff. It was like every piece of gameplay I was like, oh, that's really clever, that's really unique, and it looks like you can just pick up different ones.
Yeah, it looks like there's going to be a load of content there, and it'll be pretty deep, and you can get up to loads of stuff. And it's Cyberpunk. If you've ever played the role-playing game, you're probably going to love it.
I did not get to, unfortunately.
Oh, mate. Awesome. Some of the best games I've ever played have been Cyberpunk.
Things I've only really got to play Vampire and D&D so far.
Oh, there's so much more out there.
Yeah, I want to play 5th edition Vampire quite badly, actually.
You've been reading a bunch of that, haven't you?
Yeah.
Well, you obviously know the most about it. You're going to have to man up and run your own session.
I don't have the time. I want to... I'm looking at, hopefully... Anyway, we're going really off topic.
Right,
Cyberpunk.
Okay.
So, yeah,
so shiny.
I mean, the story bits look pretty cool. I kind of holding my breath a bit on the story stuff. I'm sure it'll be really good because it is CD Projekt Red.
Yeah.
But I just want to see more of it, really, because it's such a big game. I mean,
Who doesn't? It looks amazing.
It does, and I really like how it's quite... The first-person thing does make sense with how they've done it.
Yeah.
You know the bit where they do, like, the thing on her hand and, like...
Oh, in the
implants.
The cyber... Yeah, when she goes to Ripperdoc.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm very interested to see what happens with it.
I'm just well intrigued as to just how much freedom you have to tool around the world.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting.
But the graphics as well are just unbelievable.
Yeah. Outstanding.
There's a lot of good stuff coming in the future, to be honest.
Yeah, that's on a definite buy.
Yeah, for me too, I think.
Yeah. Fed?
Probably. Not sure yet.
That is so vague. You were just nonchalantly nonplussed.
It looks like there's a lot of stuff to do in it, but I'm not sure at the moment.
Finding the time. It looks like it will be a massive time sink.
Yeah, that's the one thing I struggle with these really long games at the moment, is I do struggle to just, like, even pay attention and play them for that long.
It's investing that amount of your life now.
Yeah. I find that very difficult.
Yep.
What about, Spider-Man? So people are quite excited about Spiderman.
Yeah, again,
looks like it's going to be really good.
Totally amazing.
Some people are very upset about Puddle in Spider-Man.
Yeah, what was that? I saw just a flash headline, like, people upset about a puddle, something like that. And it's like, no, I can't even bring myself to read that, to be honest.
I think what they're worried about, so I think there was in some trailer, some footage, there was a puddle. It was a really good looking puddle.
Wow.
And they've released another bit of gameplay, and the puddle is no longer there, or the puddle doesn't look very good. So they're kind of panicking. It's a Watch Dogs situation where the graphics of the game that are shown to the general public aren't the graphics of the final game on PS4. That's the...
Yeah, but what was probably used for the trailer was probably an Xbox One.
The gameplay, though...
Well, it's not coming out on Xbox One, is it?
No. Nope.
No, it was probably a Pro then. And then the second video was done on a regular.
Yeah, I just... You know what people like.
Surely it's about the gameplay and getting to be Spider-Man. It just looks so fluid and awesome.
From what I've been told, the gameplay is absolutely brilliant. It's supposed to be very, very fluid. It's Batman Arkham style combat, but with Spider-Man. So it's a lot faster.
That's where I get a bit worried. Because
amazing.
I'm sure the combat will be amazing, the gameplay.
Well, apparently you can start beating the snot out of one guy. Someone can sneak up behind you. You can web-sling him against the wall, go back to finishing the other guy off, and then just like, see you guys, I'm off. And just get on with it.
I suppose the thing that concerns me a bit more is the story. I'm just...
come on, it's Spidey.
In the Arkham games was particularly, like, good. It was more about the gameplay, right?
Yeah.
Six one after than the other. I quite enjoyed all of them. Yeah, there will be a storyline for the game.
You what?
There will be a storyline for the game. There's supposed to be tons of content in it.
It'll be awesome.
I'm not criticising. I'm just saying that one of my concerns is that it won't really have a particularly interesting or engaging story, because I felt like the Arkham games were very good for gameplay in terms of like investigating and fighting and all that kind of stuff. And some people, that's all they want. So for those people, that's great. But the thing that would get me into the game would be if they do a really good Spidey story.
Yeah,
which they probably will do.
I hope so, because I wasn't impressed with
I
the work
reckon they would.
with Arkham Asylum and stuff in terms of the story. Like, I didn't think it was particularly, amazing.
Yeah. But
you see what I mean?
Isn't that the difference between DC and Marvel? Like, you get Infinity War from Marvel, and you get Justice League from DC.
Yeah, but isn't it the same developer that made...
No, I don't think so.
I thought it's the same developer that made Arkham
I
Asylum.
don't know.
So that's why I've got some concerns.
Surely they'll
it's
getting DC
Sony for a start.
They'd have got...
Well, yeah, so
Spiderman
writers. It doesn't mean that Sony are making the game.
Yeah, but they're not going to hire a bunch of DC writers, are they?
Well, I don't think they're going to hire. I don't think they hired writers from DC to do Arkham either.
I bet they'd have had at least one consulting, surely.
Don't know. What else have they done? No, maybe it isn't the same company. Maybe not.
But yeah, I'm so excited for Spider-Man. I'm considering buying the game, though I don't own a PS4, just so I can play it. And one of my friends has said they'll potentially lend me their PS4 so I can play it if I buy the game.
It's Insomniac Games are making Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, and Spyro Reignited Trilogy.
Yeah, but Ratchet and Clank. Awesome.
Good.
Surely that's all the story you need.
I never played it.
Oh, it was amazing.
That was just a remaster though, wasn't it?
Batman was made by Rocksteady.
Yes, it was. So it's a different company.
Two completely different companies.
Insomniac have...
There you go then. I'm less concerned.
They did Ratchet and Clank. Didn't they do... fucking... Nathan Drake or whatever it was?
Oh, Uncharted?
Yeah.
That was Naughty Dog.
Naughty Dog.
Not Insomniac.
Insomniac might have published it at one point, or...
Ooh.
I seem to remember their name being tied to it, but I may have imagined that. But yeah, Insomniac have pedigree, man.
I mean, I'm quietly hopeful for it. I just want to wait for the review before I buy it, that's all.
Yeah. But it's totally embargoed, isn't it?
I think so.
Like, until release, which... If anything worries me, it's that.
A lot of games do that, though.
Yeah, because a lot of games don't get finished nowadays, do they? Until after.
Well, there's a big uproar about Spider-Man as well, because they released footage of DLC they're going to sell fairly quickly after the game releases. And people got pissed off because they were like, well, why is this not in the game when we buy it?
Because we can sell it to you later for more money.
Apparently there's going to be a season pass for it.
Yeah, well, there always is now, isn't there?
You know what I find with season passes generally is there's not many games I play like the whole way through, and the games I do play the whole way through, I'm generally not very interested in playing small snippets of content, really. With it. I kind of feel it's done.
Depends on how much the small snippet of content is on the season pass. If it's a piece of small snippet of content like Far Harbor for Fallout 4, that's pretty much a game in its own right. The map is huge.
Yeah, but then I found Fallout 4 was pretty trash, really, compared to New Vegas.
Yeah, but we're not talking... What we're talking about is the amount of content they gave. That season pass was probably one of the most valuable season passes they released.
You think?
If you bought it on launch day at 25 quid, yes. Because they jacked the price up to 40 quid because they realised, hang on a minute, we're giving away so much stuff.
I suppose the thing that I think what I would prefer, and this maybe it's because I'm a bit old school, but what I preferred was expansions, like because they, I mean, it sounds like Far Harbor was more like an expansion, but I prefer those kind of like real big kind of extras, if you know what I mean, rather than like wait a few months and get a small mission that lasts 2 hours kind of thing.
Yeah.
Insomniac did Spyro as well.
Yeah.
Ratchet and Clank, Fuse. Yeah, they've done quite a bit of stuff that's been very popular.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure it might. It may well be really good. Everyone's really hyped about it and stuff. I'm not trying to shit on it. I'm more just saying that I'm skeptical because the amount of games that come out that are hyped and then have virtually no story are really
rubbish.
short and they're a waste of £50. Like, I'm a lot more suspicious now of spending that kind of money on a game before, having more information on it. The only games like probably this year that I'll buy straight up is like Red Dead Redemption 2, and that's.
Are you sure about that? Because I mean, this ties into our next segment. Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, GameStop saw 20 minutes of like a sort of hidden, like a trailer only they saw of Red Dead Redemption 2, and some of them fell asleep watching it. Apparently it's because it'd been a long week and they'd seen a lot of stuff. But apparently the first sort of 15 minutes or something is just watching the guy walk along on his horse, and then they do a bank heist at the end, which apparently is quite fun. But
yeah, but 15 minutes of not fun.
I don't know, man. I would be quite happy to sit and watch a guy walk on a horse, like in the beautiful landscape. I'd be like, wow, look at this landscape. That's cool.
Yeah, for 10 seconds.
It would depend,
maybe
because if there's lots of
20 at a push.
If you can see all the stuff, all the work Rockstar put into maybe like the infrastructure of the animal, the animals going around and doing stuff, and the NPCs going around and doing stuff, that would be quite interesting to see how much of a living world it is.
Not if it's on some empty trail for 15 minutes.
I don't know if it's an empty trail. Don't really have the details of exactly what it was.
Yeah.
I've been quite vague about it. I don't know if it's another of those things people are sort of jumping on the bandwagon to kind of get upset about, like most of the stuff we've talked about today, really.
Yeah. The thing is, I love Red Dead Redemption, and before that, Red Dead Revolver, and they were awesome games. But yeah, well, I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
And who doesn't love a Western, so...
Exactly. I think it'll be quite fun. I mean, anything that they've made tends to be pretty damn good.
If anything, I'm more put off by the fact it's a prequel, but...
I don't really mind that.
I just hate prequels.
It'd be more interesting, like the thing I didn't like about Red Dead Redemption was that it was all kind of like, oh, it's the end of days for... Cowboys. Although I think there'll be a bit of that in this as well. But
it's set before this one, but not that far before. Because apparently John Marston's still in it. So.
Yeah, and I think you see how he gets his scar and stuff as well. Apparently.
Yeah.
That's cool. So we've got yet more political stuff. Riot Games are sexist.
How come? What have they done?
Well, he's some skin that's not wearing very much, probably.
Isn't that all of their female skins?
It's like to do with how they treat their employees.
Oh, so it's worse. Hooray!
Yeah. So there was a bit of a controversy. I think what was it about?
Do they have like Grab Ass Tuesday or something like that?
Do they do what? Sorry.
Grab Ass Tuesday.
No. No, but I think they were quite belittling to some of the women there. I mean, it sounds like... I mean, it's Kotaku who's done this list of, like, investigative journalism, so I am slightly sceptical of some of it, but I think they did have quite a few sources, like female sources.
Yeah.
So I think maybe they have been pretty dodgy. I think there is a very blokey culture
Probably.
at Riot,
Yeah.
because it... You know,
Well,
I think it
look at the skins.
Yeah. I mean, that's a whole debate in itself, really.
Yeah.
I mean...
Shall we not open that can of worms and just underline it with, they were naughty, apparently. Done.
I think in terms of the skins, I think they sexualise men and women.
Yeah.
In Riot games, to be fair. I don't really... You know, I don't know whether it's a good or bad thing. I mean, to be honest, in a fantasy game...
All games. Doesn't matter
games,
what game it is.
All games.
I don't really have a problem with women and men being sexualised in video games, because I think it's meant to be about escape.
You look at all the video games, the
And
hero
for
guy's always got a hero physique.
Chiseled
He's always
jaw.
built like a brick shithouse.
Yeah. I think that's fine. People play games to, be someone that they're not, I suppose.
Yep.
So that is Riot Games. Fallout 76, we might as well have a chat about. One of the developers appears to be trying to save face a bit, and he's saying... Pete Hines is called. He says he plays the game solo, without people.
Of course he does.
So I think he's trying to push that concept.
Maybe he just hates people.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm very sceptical about Fallout 76, to be honest. I think
but the fans are still going to buy it, no matter how bad it is.
Yeah, they will, and I think it might be successful. I think it will. I think what they're potentially aiming for is GTA 5 online. And I think that's fine. If it concerns me a bit that if they're very successful with that, then they'll make less single player games. But
well, because it's a license to print money if you get something like GTA 5, don't you? So why ever make another game again when you can just print some more money?
I mean,
Ka-ching.
I mean, I think the thing is,
then again,
is a bit.
It all leads more towards the Ready Player One version of the future, where everything's online and multiplayer.
Yeah.
In an online world where everyone goes to work in an online world and everyone hangs out in an online world, and everything is an online world, basically.
But I think society's kicking back against that. I think it's why more people play board games and role-playing games than they ever did. I think...
Yeah, but in a virtual world, you can play those board games with your friends in Japan.
Yeah, but I think the whole reason that people have moved to board games is because they're kind of a bit oversaturated with playing online games. I think they want to sit with their friends in a real space and have some...
Where they don't... Where when somebody cheats at the game, they can slap them.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah, but aren't we all just in a simulation anyway? This is already the Matrix. Look how far games have come in like 20, 30 years. Oh, they're already photorealistic. What's to say we haven't done this once before and we're now all stuck in it? And we've just done it again. There was actually some weird talk I caught a bit of, and Elon Musk was like ranting about it. So.
Oh, he was. Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, did you see that? It's like so they got a bunch of scientists together and had a massive debate as to whether we're living in the Matrix or not.
I mean, we could be, but it's like anything. Like anything could be happening.
Exactly.
Moving on. Onimusha Warlords. Did anyone play Onimusha?
Nope.
Back in the day? No.
Nope.
Oh,
No.
No.
So Onimusha was a kind of samurai game, and they had like demons and stuff as well. It's quite a hard game. It was really fun. It came out on the PS2 when it first released, and they're doing a remaster of it. So anyone that's into that, that's going to be coming at some point, and that's kind of cool.
So Onimusha Warlords is the remaster.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Of the original game, so it might mean that they're gonna restart the series, which I think would be kind of cool.
Okay.
Then we got World of Warcraft Battle for Azeroth. That's come out. Has anyone actually got to play it?
No, I've played a load in the past, but I just couldn't afford to keep up with the subscriptions and finding the time to play regularly. Also, the people I played with, they had similar constraints, and yeah, it just kind of fell by the wayside. So the last expansion, I just didn't get the play out of it. So this one, I thought, there isn't a need for me to make that investment. I'm not going to get the playtime out of it.
A lot of people are playing it. It's been the sales on it, I think, have probably been pretty good. All the League of Legends professionals have all been playing it, and it's been a bit of a running joke that they're not playing League. They're playing Warcraft.
No, because League's not getting the viewing figures that it used to.
It isn't, actually. I don't think it's dead. I think it's certainly not getting in younger players. I don't think there's a lot of new younger players.
All of the younger players are currently playing Fortnite.
And understandably, because the thing that Fortnite has that League of Legends doesn't have is that... So when League of Legends came out, it was one of the few sort of free-to-play multiplayer games. So it kind of had a big market for itself. But the big faults in League of Legends compared to Fortnite are that games are quite long and you have to play a lot to get good. Whereas something like Fortnite is much easier for people to...
It's much easier for people with a short attention span.
Yeah.
Well, there's that, but
not only that,
but also
it's
you can just
cross-platform. You can play it on just about anything now.
Yeah.
Unless you're playing Xbox against PlayStation.
Or anything against PlayStation, because PlayStation won't play with others.
Which is a good thing, which is why PlayStation has so many good games and Xbox just has the same they're on PC.
Yeah, but other than
shared platform, it's a shared operating system.
I don't know. I don't really care about any of that because I just play online games.
Microsoft Xbox, Microsoft Windows. It's the same operating system on both fucking things.
Microsoft Skynet.
Yeah.
What you don't realise is that all of us people playing multiplayer games like League of Legends and all the rest of it, the computer is learning from us. Yeah. That's how Skynet starts. It learns all the planet's tactics, and then you're fucked.
Well, they've already done that with League. They've had they've got what do they call it?
A bot that can beat the shit out of you.
Beat pros. It has to be on certain champions, I think, but it can, against certain, maybe I think it's they managed to get a whole team of bots that could beat professionals as long as professionals played 11.
It's like these chess machines that learn from the masters they play against and then can beat them. Yeah, you put all of these machines together and put them all online, and that's a database for Skynet on how to fucking kill us and how we'll fight back.
They learn so fast as well.
That's where I'm headed. Skynet's just round the corner, mate.
Yeah, well, the world's gonna end.
That's why there's a cyborg in Second World War with a metal claw for a hand.
And that's why
where
you need to buy a PlayStation and not an Xbox, because Microsoft are Skynet, so you're funding the death of the human race by playing on Xbox.
No, you're not. The global warming will kill us years before Skynet does.
Maybe, but then... yeah, maybe.
I've seen a load of things that said, scientists have been saying, giving talks 5-10 years ago. Yeah, no, we're already too late. We've gone past the tipping point. Matter of time now. Oops.
Well, at least in our lifetime, it will just get a bit warmer.
Maybe.
Anyway. The cool thing of... Sorry, we completely lost the topic there.
What were we talking about?
The cool thing they're doing that I think is really clever, because another game did this. There was a game ages ago that came out called City of Heroes, which is really cool.
Oh, yeah.
And
awesome.
They had these classes, I can't remember what they're called. They're elite class or something. You got them by completing the game and doing something. Not completing the game, but getting to high levels and doing something, and then you unlock this new character that, is like a kind of alien thing that you could play, which was really cool. And it gave you a bit of a reason to play the game. Go
following
through all the
some quest path.
Yeah, but like having to get to a certain point and earning that sort of character kind of thing, which was all that race. So that was really cool. And they're doing the same with Warcraft. So you've got these allied races. They've got like I think 2 on each side. No, 3 on each side.
Wasn't one the Mag'har or something like that? The Mag'har orcs.
Yeah, there's like some other orcs and some other trolls, and then some elves on both sides.
Yeah.
And then
All right.
some weird dwarves and some weird humans. I think that's it.
All right. Okay.
They're races.
Yes, they're reputation based. You have to earn so much reputation with one of the factions to be able to unlock them.
So you got to grind out your rep with one of the factions to do it. It's just a rep grind.
It's a basic rep grind for a quest.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool though. I like the idea. It's kind of cool.
Well, go back to Pandaria and grind out for a dragon mount. That was awesome. I did that.
Well, you can play Void Elves, Nightborn, Lightforged Draenei, High Mountain Tauron, Mag'har Orcs, or Dark Iron Elves. So that's what you can get.
Yeah,
basically take one of your high level characters, go and do a bunch of rep grinding, get new race. It's the same. It's the same thing that you had to do to get the Death Knight. Basically, get a character from 1 to 75, I think it was. Unlock the ability to build a Death Knight,
which starts at level 55.
Yeah,
and properly starts the game at about level 70.
I thought it was 55 they came in.
I think it is 55. But
I think it's 55, but by the time you've done the quest line, you're level 70.
Oh, yeah.
I thought.
And then you hit... Yeah, by the
then
time
they release you into the world, and off you go.
By the time you follow their story, yeah.
Yeah, and then they release you back into the general population of Warcraft.
Right.
Most of it takes place around...
Frostmarch?
No, not Frostmarch, that stupid fucking ziggurat.
Oh,
the Ashen place thingy. Over on the right-hand side of the map. It was right on the right-hand side of the map. It was a special zone, especially for Death Knights.
Yeah.
The floating ziggurat of doom.
And the Lich
Necropolis.
King says hello, you're new. Go do all these things like
shitty jobs for me, come and find me and...
Kill the happy bunnies for me. I need 48 of their pelts. Off you go.
Yeah.
So that's Warcraft, but let's do a bit of reviews. So I'll start off because I've got more than you guys, I guess. So I'll...
Yes.
Oh no, we're not doing reviews. We're doing games we're looking forward to.
All right, okay.
So what are we looking forward to?
Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spidey, definitely.
I potentially am looking forward to Spider-Man. We'll see.
Shadows of the Tomb Raider.
Yeah?
I am quite excited by that because...
It continues
What was the previous one?
We had Rise of the Tomb Raider... Guns of the Tomb Raider? I can't remember what the second one was called.
Well, anyway, the second Shadow... Or is the
Shadow is the third one. Rise was the second one.
Rise was the second one. Was just Tomb Raider.
It was just Tomb Raider, the definitive edition.
Yeah. They put the second one on Games Pass, so I've actually been and played through a bit of that. And it's like, oh yeah, I do really like Tomb Raider. It's an awesome game. Loads of fun. So I'm mildly excited for 3.
Well, it's... Also, the recent movie was based on the first game.
Yeah, I still need to watch that.
So there's potential for them to keep the franchises working together.
Yeah.
People can stop complaining about it not being an English woman playing the English woman.
Yeah. Have you seen the movie?
Yes.
Is it good?
Yes.
Awesome. Right, I'll watch that then.
It's completely different to Boobs. What's her name?
Angelina Jolie.
That's the one.
Yeah. Well, Alicia Vikander just looks the part. Totally.
It's a different character. It's a very different character. It's supposed to be like the start of. It's like before.
Well, it's like the first game.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll love that. I'll watch some of that. Also, there's one game you've put on this list that I'm phenomenally excited about. 2 Point Hospital.
It's already out actually on PC. But
What? Really?
I put it on there because I haven't got it yet, but I'm looking forward to trying it out. But it's already out. 22 quid.
2
Point Hospital. What?
That's Theme Hospital, isn't it?
It is got some of the same developers that have made it as well, and that's already out. So if anyone that didn't play Theme Hospital, which you might not have done because it's a bloody old game made by Bullfrog.
But it's amazing.
It is amazing. It's the idea is you have your hospital and people come in with really odd conditions like blown up heads and all sorts of weird stuff. And you basically develop your hospital, and it's like a
management game.
Management
sim.
This is a blatant management sim.
Yeah, and this is basically a rip off of it, but
it
looks fun.
Amazing.
It looks really, really fun. So yeah, that is something to look forward to and get it.
Yeah, I want that on Xbox One though.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering whether to wait and see if it comes out on Switch.
Oh, I imagine it'd be good on that. Yeah.
Because it's something I could maybe play with her that she'd find quite interesting. I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to Yakuza Kiwami 2, which has already come out, but I haven't bought it yet. But I need to finish Yakuza Kiwami 1, which I'm playing at the moment.
Nice.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I'm actually looking forward to this more than Spiderman.
I think some people were kicking off because it's not assassins. It's a Greek army. It's like, well, hang on a minute. The assassins come from the background of these sorts of people. The assassins aren't just the assassins. They usually
people just
start off as something else.
Enjoy a game.
It's usually start off as a soldier, find the assassins, become an assassin.
But doesn't it have like all the Greek mythological monsters in it as well?
Sounds a bit
more than likely.
And
yeah, so I mean,
apparently they're erring more on the RPG
fantasy
front as well, and the story and the.
Well, that I like the sound of, and I love Greek mythology, so that'll be all.
You can play it from two perspectives, a girl or a guy, which is kind of cool. And I think they've got different backgrounds and stuff, so sounds quite interesting. Like I think there are sort of two different. I think they're intertwined. And
knowing Ubisoft, when it says you're going up against the Medusa, it will be the Medusa, but it won't be a monster that turns you to stone. It will be a woman that lobs snakes at you or something.
Yeah, that is probably pretty accurate.
She uses snakes as a weapon or some fucking...
Some twist, you reckon?
Well, they had lots of people in Origins, that were named after Egyptian things.
Deities.
Yeah. So, just... They weren't the actual deity. That was just their code name in their secret little cult.
Oh,
so,
right. Okay.
So in the new cult, in the cult of the Greek one that they're trying to take down, the bad guys, they'll all have names named after the scary monsters.
I could have swore I saw a screenshot and it was an actual freaking monster, though.
No,
yeah.
I mean, that could be done. Could be done in Origins. They did fights like that with dream sequences.
Oh, maybe. Oh,
he went to the land, like basically purgatory or something like that, and there was a giant fucking snake you had to fight.
She does legit look like a Medusa, actually.
Yes, but this could all be done in a
dream sequence or something. Oh well, I like the
altered
idea of
state vision thing. I don't know.
I like the idea of them just going, nah, it's an actual monster. There it is. Deal. I like that.
It looks interesting. I'm also looking for.
It'll be a lot of running around, jumping up buildings, and stabbing people.
Yeah, But I think they're focusing more on the RPG side though. So that's because I was surprised, like pleasantly surprised with Origins, and it sounds like they're going more in the direction that I was kind of liking from Origins. So I'm hopeful that.
Oh, well, that's good.
It will be more like that.
I imagine it'll probably be just like that with a Greek theme.
Yeah, but I think a bit more of the RPG and story, from what it sounds like. Because they've taken they took a lot from, well, they tried to take a lot from The Witcher. They weren't that close to it, but they were much closer than.
You can see the influence and the ideas behind it. The massive map with question marks and.
Yeah.
Like so much to do then.
Yeah, there's still stuff I haven't finished in that game.
You haven't finished it?
No, I have. I finished the storyline, but there's stuff that I haven't done.
Yeah, but you're a massive completionist, so that kind of, to me, that says, yes, this is a massive game.
Yeah,
it is big.
Tons of stuff. I've still got to do one of the god challenges for the secret flaming armor of Anubis.
Nice.
Life is Strange 2. I'm looking forward to it, but I want to wait till it comes out.
Is that an actual sequel, or is it a prequel?
It's a sequel, sort of connected to it. Maybe we will see.
Didn't they do Life is Strange? Then they did Life is Strange the bit before.
Yeah,
and now they're doing
Before the Storm, or.
Yeah, so that was a different company. So Life is Strange was made by one company. Life is Strange Before the Storm was made by another company.
Which is a prequel to the other one.
Yeah, and then now they're doing Life is Strange 2, which is different characters, but I'm getting the impression there'll be a link.
It'll continue in the tail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool. It's a bit more road trippy, though. I think they're on a road trip.
All right, okay.
But I'm interested in it, but again, it's because it's the same with the new Walking Dead. I'm looking forward to that, but I'm not going to buy it until it's done. I don't really want to do all this season pass stuff, if you know what I mean.
Bit in parts again, then. Oh, we all broke up then.
We did. We all went missing for a second. What was that?
What were you saying? Finish your sentence again.
Yeah, it's episodic, like The Walking Dead, and the new Walking Dead's out as well, and that's something I'm interested to play, but I just don't really want to buy it or play it until I can play it the whole way through. Yeah,
I don't see the point in. Certainly, where the main focus of a game is entirely story, why play it in episodes? Because surely if you got to the end of an episode,
string out its launch.
Yeah, but
guarantees your players are playing it for longer and talking about it for longer.
Nope, gonna wait until it comes out.
It's like the times we have in between our vampire sessions at the moment. I just don't remember who I am and what I was doing because if it's been a month,
it also gives people a chance to get sucked in by something else.
It'd be too frustrating to wait if you're just in the middle of the story and then it just ends there. It's like, well, I've got to wait another month now. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
That'd put me off.
So that's why entirely. I'm going to wait for it. And FIFA
entirely
19,
understandable.
FIFA 19 is out this month, boys. Continue the journey of Alex Hunter, the great footballer.
Who?
I'd rather punch myself in the balls.
So we'll move on swiftly from that one.
Oh, God. It'll be exactly the same as the last one.
With more money and a different team.
And loot boxes.
And no one cares. Hooray! Finally!
Naruto. So let's talk about reviews. I'll start off.
Yeah!
Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Striker.
Try saying that when you're pissed.
Exactly. I've been playing it on PC. It's kind of fun.
Okay. Is it just like team battles, or what is the crack with this? I've never really understood.
It's kind of... It's quite basic. It's like you have team deathmatch, you have capture the flag, and you have capture base points.
Right, okay, and they're the free game modes.
Yeah, and it has different maps, and it sort of has I think it has a ranked mode base. It's sort of a rank mode.
Right. And
then the cool thing about it is it's quite good at like you get stuff in it. So like you'll do some of these, they're called VR missions where you do sort of single player missions and you gain like you can kind of level your character up. You can level your
gear.
No, you can't level your gear, but you can you have another leveling system, which is like you'll get like a master, so someone who trains you, and you can level that up.
Yeah.
And get like different abilities from doing that, and then you can take them into the online play. So it's quite.
So a skill tree, basically.
Is what?
A skill tree.
No. Well, not really, because you can mix and match all the abilities.
You have to level this thing up so that you can use
get more of it.
Yeah, I mean it is
so
like a skill
it's like
tree
leveling
in
a
that
skill
sense,
tree then.
But it's not like a skill tree in the sense that you're locked into a skill tree. You can mix and match every single ability.
So it's a spec tree then.
Well, I suppose it's I mean it's more like
the original Warcraft spec tree where you had to spend the points, but you could spend them in any of the 3 columns.
Well, no, because in Warcraft you could only do that within a class, right? And then in Naruto you can kind of mix and match in pretty much anything.
But it's still an XP learning skill tree because it's where you get all your skills from.
So it's a skill tree. Skill tree to open everything, but whenever you've opened something, you can mix and match it with whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, I mean, you just get abilities from training with different trainers, and then you can use them, basically.
Cool.
In online, which is kind of cool.
Is it fun? I mean,
it is
do you
fun.
have
The combat is really fun. I'm not sure if it's like... I don't really know if it's very well balanced or anything like that, because I've probably played about 10 hours of it.
All right.
Has mixed reviews on Steam, so it's...
Okay.
You know, I think some people are complaining about lag and the time it takes to kind of load different things, and I think that's fair comment.
Well, that depends on where it's pulling players from, though. If it's pulling players from globally, then it's going to take longer to get... There's going to be lag. I mean, even a game like Fortnite, playing that internationally, you get a lot of lag.
Yeah, I don't think it's very well optimized. It has got very mixed reviews. I mean, I don't know. I think it's fun. I mean, I think it's not the kind of game you should pick up if you haven't watched much Naruto or anything like that. I mean, the main thing of it, you wouldn't buy it if you hadn't watched them, I suppose, because the main thing of it is it's kind of cool to make your own ninja and all that.
Awesome. So, is there any kind of story? Do you see all the characters, or
there's not really a story? They have these they're called VR missions where you do like a little mission, and you
vignette
have characters
with the odd,
right,
like cameos and stuff, and little one-liners kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it was a game that I got on the basis of like I'm not getting it for story, I'm getting it for gameplay because it looks because I get to play with a Sharingan or whatever.
Yeah. Nice.
So that's cool. I'll do.
What else you played?
Because you've played this a bit as well. I've been playing Persona 5 again.
Oh, you went back to it. How much extra time have you put in? Because I really enjoyed Persona 5.
I've done quite a lot more. Persona 5 is great. The story is really cool. Combat's great, typical like JRPG combat, but the story is so good.
Awesome.
Whoever saved, because I did I started from the beginning, so I dealt with
the
teacher who was like sexually harassing
one of the students, and
stuff, and then I did.
Yeah.
I've been dealing with a artist.
Right.
Steals all his students' art. And passes it off as his own.
And pass it. Oh, right, nice.
But it's cool because you get more characters, and they develop quite a lot more. And there's like it's the story stuff. It's like the going through the days, and then you choose like whether you're going to pick up a part-time job or you're going to do this.
How you're going to spend your time? Who you're going to hang out with? It's exactly, weirdly so weirdly compelling.
It has got a sort of simulator element to it, but then it's very story based.
I saw, again, just a headline, but there was someone who wants to create a new Superman game, but the way he wants to do it is kind of Smallville Persona 5.
Oh, really? That'd be cool.
Yeah, I saw that and I thought that's an ingenious idea for a Superman game.
But I think you do a lot.
Really
interesting. I mean, imagine doing a Harry Potter game, Persona 5 style.
Yeah. I think a lot of options there.
Think of how much money you'd make off that.
Yep.
You'd make tons of money. People would eat that up, like literally everyone.
Totes.
Because Persona 5 did something so original compared to anything else. Well, honestly, I mean, playing
maybe not Persona 4.
Well, yeah, okay, fair enough. But it's great.
But yeah, the format is fairly. Excuse me. It is its own thing, definitely.
Yeah. And it's cool. I like the fact you go through the whole days of the year and you got all these events and stuff that come up, and yeah, it's just fun.
Awesome.
I'll list off a couple of my other ones because I've played a bit more than you guys, so I'll just list them off.
Yeah.
Yakuza Kiwami I've been playing. That's good. I don't need to talk anymore on Yakuza because I've talked about it to death.
We have heard a lot about Yakuza.
Indeed. Shenmue HD 1 and 2. I've been playing the first one a little bit.
Oh, nice.
Seriously
good.
Old.
So has it aged or not?
Yeah, it has aged, and I mean I think I'm gonna play it in Japanese because the voice, the dub is awful. Absolutely awful, and like
wow.
The audio recording's appalling in general. Like on both Japanese and English, it's like someone's recorded it on like a, I don't know, just they haven't done it in a studio. It's pretty
right. Bad. Okay. Right. Nice.
So, anyway,
is it as fun as you remember?
I didn't really get to play it much when I was younger. I played it a little bit and thought it was really cool at the time because it was such a novel. It was like the foundations of what a Yakuza game was, really. Yakuza took the ideas from it.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. I don't know. I need to give it more of a go, and I don't know.
It sounds like that's still a work in progress, really. Okay.
What about you guys?
Well, I'll do the one I've only dabbled with recently, which one of the Xbox One games with gold this month only just came out. The Xbox One. And it's a whole bunch of fun. So it's just fun running a prison.
Prison Architect.
Yeah, Prison Architect. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. Just getting to run your own prison, and I like the mechanic of you decide where stuff goes, and then you've got to wait for the workers or the people within the game to actually react and do stuff. So you can't just affect the world immediately, if that makes sense. So yeah, I've only played so far the first 3 sort of prison stories missions that tell you the mechanics of the game.
Yeah.
But it just seems like there's so much depth to the game once you get going that you could do all sorts, and hours of fun I reckon will be had there.
I played it a little bit like a long time ago when it came out on PC.
Yeah, it's been around a while, hasn't it? Certainly on PC.
So it sounds like there's probably a lot more to it than when I played it, to be fair. I think I got it in early access or something.
Well, I think they've just released a new game mode for it, which you can do a trial, because of course it's come out on it's probably why it's on games with gold. But there's now an escape mode. Where you actually get to play a prisoner basically and try and escape. Yeah, they will be totally taking that off, but you can trial that, and I think it's like 27 quid for that add-on, so yeah.
Ooh.
But I've not even looked at the trial of that, because, yeah, lots of money. And it's a free game, so I'm making the most of it being free.
You should do. Oh,
I've been playing Town of Salem.
So what's Town of Salem?
You've basically got 15 players who all take on a role within this fictional little town of Salem. And the basic premise is that there's several little teams amongst those different factions. So you've got the Mafia, who usually get to talk to each other, and they know who all the other Mafia members are. You get a serial killer who basically just has to run around killing everyone. You get people to investigate, so like the town sheriff, the jailer, veterans.
Did we cover this? Did we talk about it?
No, I don't think we did.
Maybe it was another one, but this sounds a lot like the game we covered a while back, which is like One Night Werewolf, right? The board game.
Possibly.
Maybe.
I haven't played that board game, so I don't know. Never heard of that board game.
Yeah, so you have
one of you is the werewolf.
Yeah, basically, so that you can have werewolves in it as well, and witches and executioners and all sorts of shit. But the basic premise is that whatever role you get assigned, you have to play that role and do your stuff and make your team win. So if you're on the good side, you have to get all the killers hung. Yeah. And if you're the jester, you have to get yourself hung, which is always amusing.
You have to get yourself hung?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
If you're the jester, you're supposed to get yourself killed. It's like your last joke on the town.
Jesus.
And if you're the executioner, and your job is to get a specific person killed, no matter what class they are, it doesn't matter. It's just you get a name, get them killed. So you have to convince everyone else to kill that person by hanging them, and then you become a jester. So you then have to kill yourself.
God.
It's a bit weird. It's bizarre. It's a strange game. But mildly amusing as well.
Yeah, good.
It sounds interesting. I'd like to give that a go.
I think you can play it. There is a Steam version, which was about a $5 for that and the expansion pack for it. But I've got a funny feeling you can also play it through web browsers as well.
Oh.
Well, I've just gone to Town of Salem, and it says it's Blank Media Games, and it says here on their little blurb on the first page, Town of Salem is a browser-based game that challenges players on their ability to convincingly lie, as well as detect when other players are lying. The game ranges from 7 to 15 players. These players are randomly divided into alignments: town, mafia, serial killers, arsonists, and neutrals. If you're a town member, the good guys, you must track down the mafia and other villains before they kill you. The catch, you don't know who is a town member and who is a villain. If you're an evil role, such as a serial killer, you secretly murder town members in the Veil of Night and try to avoid getting caught. Ta-da! And it says here, big news, townies. Today we are announcing an expansion to Town of Salem. Town of Salem, The Coven. 15 new roles, new factions, exclusive queues, rotating game modes, and tons of improvements. So there you go.
Ooh.
Ta-da! So yeah, that's good. And then, do you want the other game that both me and Dad have been playing a lot of?
Yeah, let's hear more about Fortnite.
Well, we've not been. Well, I've not been playing the Battle Royale mode because, frankly, just no.
I've played a bit of it, but not a lot.
However, it was on half price at the end of last month. So, because my son, whenever a new season starts, he always says, I'm going to spend my pocket money on the season pass. So I need X number of V-Bucks to get this for the season pass. And he's considered buying various different other things off the Fortnite store and spending his, well, not so hard-earned pocket money on.
It's like
but
a drug,
to me,
it?
yeah, no, it is. Seriously, the kids are all crazy for it. It's the main thing he's wanted to do for most of the holiday. He's been with me for the past 2 weeks. But I thought, right, I'll buy the Battle Royale edition, then I can play on his Xbox account and get him a bunch of effectively free V-Bucks.
Save the world, not Battle Royale.
Oh yeah, sorry. So play the Save the World and earn the V-Bucks, like from doing various quests and stuff, and also to give Save the World a try. And the Save the World side of things is actually awesome. It's loads of fun. It's a horde mode with exploration, 4-player co-op, and you also get to build badass forts and traps and all kinds of stuff.
Well, I remember we talked about Fortnite before it even came out, and we all
yes, we did.
Kind of interesting before
I thought it would be awesome, but again, to have the true experience, it is a lot more fun with friends. Being able to get a team of, well, there's regularly now 3 of us that have been playing it on an evening, and it's a massive difference playing a game with the 3 of us compared to playing a game where it's just me dropping in with randoms.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still a lot of fun, and I still get to enjoy and do all the collecting because there's so much collecting and grinding going on, but I'm enjoying that side of things, and so many cars to collect and stuff to unlock, and it's just a good laugh. But yeah.
It's more of an RPG than it is a Battle Royale mode. Battle Royale is a stripped down version of this game.
Yeah.
They've basically stripped it back down to its base roots, base building materials. Here's an island that's always the same. Here's the guns are always the same level. You just open a box and you get them. Run around, kill each other, last man stands wins. Yay, off you go.
Plus with you can build.
Yeah, with this one,
you've got... everything's destructible.
Yeah, so you can destroy everything, almost everything.
Yeah.
Plenty of bad things to shoot as well, like mobs running around. You've got to level your character. You've got to level your weapons. You have to craft your weapons. They break after a while. They have durability. You have to make your own ammo. Traps. You can use traps. You can do some really clever things with traps. Like play the game on your own.
It sounds. Yeah. I mean, it does sound interesting. I'd maybe give that a go, but I don't really want to spend money on it really because I've got other stuff to buy.
They have kept saying it will be free at some point this year, so I figure if you do just wait, Stef, then
basically when it goes free, the Founders Editions will go away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd maybe give it a go then, because I think because of my job I work with kids a lot. I'm just so sick of hearing Fortnite.
Yeah, no, I can imagine.
Yes, but you haven't tried it. You haven't seen what it's all about.
The Save the World side of things
a lot of the battle
is a good laugh.
Mode.
Yeah, no.
Have you played the Battle Royale mode?
No. But I think the thing is, it's not necessarily like the thing you're talking about is a bit more interesting than the Battle Royale. I don't have any interest in playing another competitive game. I've already got.
Well, I don't play it for competitiveness. I play it for look, I can do stupid shit.
Yeah, but
there is so much. I got a kill where I didn't actually kill the guy, but I planned to kill the guy. So my plan was to land. At the moment, there's a massive purple cube. It looks like a purple version of the Tesseract in fucking Marvel films, but huge, like fucking building sized.
I've seen that cube. Yeah.
Yes, I had planned to kill someone with that cube. I landed next to it with a sniper rifle. I took a shot. The cube went, "Oi, you're shooting at me. I'm going to lash out at the nearest thing next to me. That guy over there."
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Okay, cool. I'm going to take another shot at you. Cool. You got angry again and you zapped him again. I've got a video that I could have sworn I linked to you where I basically killed the guy by shooting the cube.
That's pretty funny. I mean,
that's pretty cool.
Though, I think
you can do stupid shit. That's how you stay alive. Everyone else is playing the I'm going to find people and kill them game. I'm playing the I'm going to go and do the stupid list of jobs you've given me to do. Like, find 7 chests in that town over there. Alright then, cool.
I think
means I'm not getting shot at by 12-year-olds.
I'm just not... I think it's just what interest, isn't it, really? I mean, if I'm going to play something online...
If you want to see what you can do with Fortnite... There's a YouTube streamer called Laserbeam. He's an Australian guy. He's a fucking nutter. Watch him. He does stupid things.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
really stupid.
I think just online wise, I'm pretty like set in my ways now. I got stuff I'm already playing. I just couldn't find the time to do it.
Did you say you only really play competitive then in online?
Pretty much. I mean, it's the main reason I was interested in the Naruto game because it had a ranked mode.
That's
because I don't really like playing multiplayer games apart from if I can get better at them. Otherwise, I don't see much point.
Well, that's interesting because we're kind of.
That's just the way I am.
No, it's just funny because we're kind of opposite. You play the online games for the competitive side of things, whereas I'm the exact opposite, and I want to play the online stuff for co-op and to game with friends.
Yeah, I used to enjoy it, but there hasn't been anything that's come out that's really
gripped you.
I did a lot of co-op in stuff like DayZ and against other people, and I did a lot of that stuff, but it involves having to organise times with people and
which is harder the older you get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find it hard enough to with our vampire group, we all find it pretty hard to get together and do it.
Yeah.
And I'd rather do that than play a multiplayer online game. I think it's more fun overall.
No, I get that. But yeah, that's what I've been playing a lot of, and yeah, it's been a load of fun. The upshot is though, the money I spent on the game, I've now earned well in excess of that worth of V-Bucks. So it means Nate's bought himself, he bought some emote that he said was his favourite, and he's going to have enough V-Bucks when the next season starts to buy the season pass with the level 25 boost. Okay. So it'll be boosted up to level 25, which gives him a head start getting stuff.
Has he got this season pass as well?
Yeah.
Then he's going to get 30 levels because he gets 5 free. There's one of the first 3 rewards is 5 free levels on your next season pass, battle pass. If you just buy the 950, but if you get
you guys are losing me in microtransactions.
If you get the 25 level booster, you get the 5 extra levels as well. So he's got 30 items straight away.
Does he have to buy that before the season ends though, or
no? You wait till the season starts, then you buy it. And then you get
the boosted one.
Yeah, and then it will go, here you go, here's the 5 levels that you earned on the last one for free. Right. And here's the other 25 that you've just got in your battle pass.
Right.
Okay. And then next season, if he does the same, he gets 30 items. And if he does it the next season, he gets 30 items.
Nice.
So basically, Fortnite is good for teaching kids about money and maths.
Yeah, pretty much. Weirdly, though, I caught the kids playing Minecraft one day. And this is really exciting, I think. They were playing it, maybe one was playing on an iPad, one on the Xbox, or maybe they were both on the Xbox. I can't remember because it's all cross-play now, unless you're a PS4 owner. But they were playing Minecraft Education Edition, which I guess has just released the update on the Xbox, and they were literally doing chemistry with all the elements, and they were going away looking up different elements so they could build things within the game, looking at the valences and all sorts, and literally learning actual chemistry in Minecraft. It was just...
I like Minecraft. It's good.
Totally awesome.
It's a good way to teach kids because it's something that's engaging.
Yeah, no, damn right.
It's far more interesting than staring at a page in a book.
Yeah, it showed all the proper chemical numbers and stuff, and the electron rings around.
It's like Kerbal.
The atoms and stuff. Really good.
But I believe out there now.
when I looked online, they had developed it for schools and you bought licenses for your school. But now it looks like they've just gone, why are we hogging this education and just giving it away free? For all the kids that have Minecraft, have you got it? Yeah, here's the next update. It's our education edition. Go learn. And I was just blown away when I saw them learning chemistry.
What is it people always say? Fucking Microsoft. Yeah, all right then.
Yeah,
really impressive.
I mean, as a capitalist organisation, they do suck a bit.
All organisations are capitalists. Look at Sony. Look at Microsoft. Look at Nintendo.
Sony, man. I'm not defending Sony either.
Any company that is in business is looking at trying to make as much capital as they possibly can.
Oh,
of course they are. Otherwise, you wouldn't bother or be a non-profit. So, but I think the fact that I came through, the kids were playing Minecraft and they were actually learning chemistry of their own free will and dead excited by it, and I thought, yeah, that's awesome.
It's pretty damn good, really. I do love what Minecraft do, and you've got Kerbal Space Program similar. They've got a lot of stuff there that's good for teaching kids about space.
Stuff
like that. But
awesome.
Let's move on to this month in
physics of launching a rocket.
And this month in PS Plus, God of War 3 Remastered.
Oh, that's all right.
And Destiny 2.
Yeah, you couldn't give it away, could you? Rubbish.
Apparently, they are giving it away.
Yeah, it's.
Well, what they're doing is they're giving you away the first part of it, so that you get hooked on that, and then end up spending money on the DLCs.
Well done. That has hit the nail on the head, because guess what is releasing this month?
The Forsaken.
The Forsaken.
And guess what? If you have Destiny 2, you can play the demo of Forsaken alongside your new shiny copy of Destiny 2 you just got for free, and then you can pay 50 quid.
Great, you can watch Cade 6 die.
Yeah, but why would you want to pay 50 quid for the DLC and an extra 10 minutes of story? I mean, really?
It's an important 10 minutes.
I'm not sure how much the DLC costs.
It's a really important piece of DLC, because it's the one where Cade 6 dies.
Oh,
and no fucks were given.
Destiny 2 Forsaken will cost $39.99 on its own.
It's a whole massive expansion, like a whole new section, apparently.
A whole extra 10 minutes of gameplay.
Thanks, Destiny.
Thanks, Destiny. Still offended by that. Never going to forgive them.
There's some other PS Plus stuff, but I don't know what it is, and it's for PS3, so nobody cares apart from PS3 players. Like Rammy, actually, so sorry, Rammy, but I didn't look into it.
Well, you could have looked into that for me. But saying that, I'm not currently paying for my PS Plus membership, because what's the point?
I know, I've stopped paying for mine as well. I can't be bothered.
I can start paying for it again if I ever get a PS4.
If you ever want to
play any of my old back catalogue.
Oh, here you go, Rammy.
Oh, wait, you can't play your back catalogue.
What?
Oh, whoa. Advert. Sorry.
I can. All the games I've ordered for free in the
past. Those ones, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I thought you meant your other back catalogue, like your physical back catalogue.
No. No, just all the games I've downloaded over the years for free, because I could. Mainly PS Vita.
And then we've got Xbox.
Yes, so on Xbox One, as I already mentioned, Prison Architect is currently available from the 1st to the 30th of September. We've got the tail end of For Honor, which ran from the 16th of August. That'll end on the 15th of September. You've got the Xbox 360 game, which is Lego Star Wars 3, which is available from the 1st to the 15th of September. And then from the 16th of September to the 15th of October on Xbox One, it's some game called Live Lock that I've never heard of, and the Sega Vintage Collection Monster World for 360 from the 16th September to the 30th.
Monster World, that's been relatively recently released on the Switch with a new version, I think. If it's the one I think it is.
Oh yeah, there is some other. Is it Generations or something like that?
No, that's Monster Hunter.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Monster Hunter.
World Generations.
Yeah.
No, you're thinking of a different game.
There's a new Monster Hunter out though, isn't there?
Yes, there is.
Not the new one that came out recently, but an even newer one.
What? Monster Hunter World?
Yeah, there's one since then.
Really?
Yeah.
When did that come out?
Like a week ago. There was one released on the Switch.
There you go, that's what it was.
About a fortnight ago.
Oh, yeah. Right, okay. Wow, that was kind of quiet and sneaky.
What's it called?
Alright. There you go. You never know.
Generations Ultimate, there you go.
I might actually like Live Lock. It's a cooperative top-down shooter where you play solo or with up to 2 allies to break the cycle of infinite war between machines. As one of the remaining capital intellects, your role is to unlock Eden and revive humanity. Take control of one of 3 mechanical chassis, Hex, Vanguard, or Catalyst, to defeat intelligent mechanical enemies. Sounds like it's a top-down twin-stick shooter, to be honest.
Nice.
And I quite like them. So
I'd say Xbox probably wins this month. I don't really know how good God of War 3 is, but
yeah.
Destiny 2 put a bad taste in my mouth.
Did you actually play some then?
Destiny 2? Played it for about 10 minutes because I got it free.
Wow.
And I was like, this is boring. And then I played something else.
Nice.
I don't get it. I don't know. It's amazing you can sell games off pure hype. It's fascinating.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I played a load of Destiny when it first came out. I thought it was
tons of it too.
Great fun. And then they released the first DLC, and I just felt so offended by the first one. Literally, I'd spent, 30 quid or something on the season pass to get all the DLC. They released the first bit and give me 10 minutes extra content.
Yeah,
and it's like, you fucking bastards. No. Yeah, it went downhill from there.
Well, on that positive note,
hey,
we shall probably leave you.
Excellent.
So I've been Stef, and we've had Rammy.
Good night.
And Mr. DedReckoning.
Night.
Au revoir.
Bye.
Oh. There you go.